So I've started journaling again, and I generally, I didn't do this. My journal ran out before Christmas. I was kind of monitoring my time and doing that thing of writing what had gone on in the day in order to learn stuff to take into the next day. And I haven't done it since before Christmas. And I've got my lovely new notebook, Moleskine or Moleskine, whatever you want to call it. So this is it's just I can't recommend this enough. It's such a simple thing, and it almost feels like homework sometimes. But what it does is it just got what I'm doing now is writing in the morning about the day before and just kind of monitoring the bits that didn't go too well. And what I thought it would be interesting to do, if anybody's interested in the stuff that I kind of learn about myself, is to share some of that, because always with the belief that we all deal with similar sort of stuff, especially as freelancers, entrepreneurs, or actually as human beings and parents and all that. So yesterday was an interesting one. What I've discovered, and what I've always known really, is that every time I have a little break off doing a certain thing, it's harder to get back into that thing. And we all know it's like that with exercise, right? You get into a kind of habit of doing 3 times a week, and then something happens, you have to take a week off, and it becomes so much harder to then get back onto that thing and get back into that routine. Same as it's like it with cycling with me, with the gym, but with work as well. So yesterday I had to do my YouTube channel, which is reviewing magic tricks. And I hadn't done one in about a week, and a lot of things had happened to take my mind out of it, and it was so hard to actually stand in front of the camera and do the review. And I think whenever I have this break, I lack it. My sort of self-belief kind of dips. And I start the resistance starts coming in, and I start thinking about, am I really any good at this? All that self-doubt comes in. I've realised I get that with everything. I get that if I haven't done a magic gig in a couple of weeks, if I haven't done an after-dinner show, if I haven't been on stage, if I haven't done a review, if I haven't done any writing, if I haven't done a blog. And I haven't done a blog now for a few months, so it's really hard for me to sort of get down and write. And I think that actually everything, if you take a break from it, starts becoming difficult, and the first of it is awareness. Okay, the key to it is self-awareness. So knowing that that's what it is, it's just that you've taken a break, and that resistance is actually based on bullshit and nothing. That's one way of dealing with it. The other way is to try and ensure that you do have that regularity, so that I do a review every week, and when I'm not doing it, I'm writing a review, or I do perform as much as possible, or try out new stuff, and and exercise. The fact that whatever happens, even if So this morning was a classic. I got on my bike, it was raining, so the resistance came in straight away. It's raining, right, go home, it's nice and warm. So I made sure I didn't do that. And then my shoes weren't clicking into my pedals very well and weren't working properly. That was another reason to stop, but I made sure I didn't stop. And all I did is, there's a big hill outside my house. I just did that hill 3 times. So I couldn't really go up to the top of the hill because of rain, I haven't got the right stuff. So I kind of worked with what I've got and made sure I still kind of saw a way of working through it, just to maintain that regularity. So I think in order to prevent that dip, prevent the resistance coming in, it's really a case of just trying as much as possible just to do anything you can to maintain some sort of regularity, even if it's just a crappy version of what you usually do, or know and be aware that it's just part of the process, and it's going to be hard to get back into anything after a couple of weeks, but not to listen to the resistance and understand that your ability isn't going to drop very much. So I hope that makes sense. Any comments would be good. Have a good one, and I will keep journaling and see what comes up next time.